Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome to my 300th Minecraft Let's Play video inside of Stampy's lovely world! I've done it! 300 episodes inside of Stampy's lovely world. I am very, very excited and very excited for today's video. And someone else who should hopefully be very excited because they have joined me for nearly every single episode out of those 300, and that is Lee Bear. I can see your sword poking out. We know you're there, Lee Bear. You're the worst at hiding. It's like you're trying to hide behind the curtains and we can just see, I don't know, your leg poking out or something. Hello, Lee Bear. We have done it. 300 episodes inside of Stampy's lovely world. I am so excited, and we've got a really fun video planned for us today. What we're going to be doing is we are going to be going and touring my entire lovely world, and in my 200th episode I flew over it in a hot air balloon, and that was great and it was really good fun, but we were kind of just looking at the roofs of everything, and we didn't have a chance to go inside and properly explore everything. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm kind of splitting this up into two videos just because my lovely world is so big now. So in this episode I'm going to be exploring all of my house and my shops and all of the houses around here. And then in the second episode I'm going to be exploring the entire Funland. So they're going to be two extra special long, over an hour lovely world episodes. So I guess we should get started, and let's get started how we always get started. And that is by eating a lovely big tasty cake for breakfast. Nom 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 nom. I'd like to say that I've had 300 cakes, but I know I've had a lot more than 300 cakes because I don't only have cakes for breakfast. So I guess the tour starts right about here, inside of my bedroom. This is the bedroom which I built when I first built the house, and I haven't changed it hardly at all. I added the ender chest at some point, and I don't know, I got this chest here, and I obviously put up one of my Christmas presents from Santa, but apart from that, my bedroom hasn't changed at all, and the only thing that's really changed out here is now that I have a chicken that dances around on a cake is the only big addition that I've had inside of my bedroom. And up here is where Lee Bear sleeps, and this was originally my room of no requirement, just because I had a room here and there was no requirement for it, and then Lee Bear added but Lee sleeps here because this is where Lee sleeps, and it's a bit boring up here, to be fair, Lee. I mean, you could at least put some paintings up or something. You could do a little bit of decoration up here. It's a little bit dull, but oh well. This is basically where we sleep and start the day. We don't really spend much time in here otherwise. So yeah, let's go and continue the tour. I guess I should do what I normally do and go and head to the love garden first. But that is because I am actually adding someone to it today, and today I am adding a group of people, and that is because to the love garden I am adding Mojang. And if you don't know who Mojang is, they are actually the original developers of Minecraft and the people that still make it now. So I've already added 4J Studios, who made the console edition of Minecraft, but Mojang made the original, the PC version. So without Mojang, there'd be no Minecraft, no Stampy's Lovely World, and no Stampy's Love Garden. So for that reason, I wanted to say thank you very, very, very much, Mojang, for making Minecraft, and welcome to my Love Garden. Right, I don't really have a plan for the tour, so first let's go and explore some of the older things I built before we go back into the house. So I guess a good place to start would be over here, and this is Stampy's first shelter, and this was my first ever time playing Minecraft when I started up my lovely world. This is where I spent my first night. I went and put a bed down here and I was attacked by lots of googlies, and this was kind of my first home. It isn't really a home, to be fair. This is it's more of a cave, basically, but this is where I first dug out, and this is where I spent my first night in Minecraft. And it's kind of nice that every single morning when I wake up, I'm looking at the place where I spent my first ever night in Minecraft. So that's where that is. And actually, seeing as we're talking about first houses, I might as well go and show you my first house, because that house is actually not my first house. It's my second house. There was another house which I slept in for about probably 2 or 3 nights, and then I decided, you know what, I don't want to live here, and then I moved a little bit further. But over here, this was actually my first house, and when I built it in that video, it didn't look quite like it looks like now. It was a lot dirtier. Basically, I built my first house half out of dirt, half out of wood, because I ran out of wood. But this is it, and I haven't touched it since it was back then. So all of these torches and everything inside of the chest are exactly the same as they were when I started. You can see I didn't even have stone tools yet. I had a wooden sword, a wooden pickaxe, a wooden shovel, 10 spruce saplings, a feather, and some rotten flesh. flesh. That was everything in the world that I owned. And I'm sure I am going to eventually build something here. It's a bit of a messy landscape, but I'm sure I can sort it out and add something. And we also have my googly trap over here, which you might have seen recently. This is how I can trap all of the googlies in, or I could trap a bear inside. Look, Lee Bear, if you try and run to me now, you might find that you're getting a little bit stuck, and you kind of bang your head and you get a little bit stuck inside. So this is how I trap googlies to try and get music discs from them. And if you don't want to break out, all you need to do is if you kind of jump, you can kind of sort of just bounce your way out, just like that, so you don't end up actually getting stuck. And Lee Bear might need a little bit of practice doing that. There we go. Right, let's go and carry on the tour then. I think I'm not going to do it in any particular order. I'm just going to go to what interests me and what's nearby. So tell you what, seeing as we're near the rocket ship, let's go and check that out. I'm sure some of you have seen, I actually used this rocket ship to fly all the way to the moon, and I've hardly been in there since then. So it's going to be quite good fun to go back inside and have a look around and see all of the workings that go on inside of the rocket ship. So let me go and run up this scaffolding here, and this is the entrance. We got some of the supplies we wanted to take with us, and if we go down here, these are all of the living quarters. These are our beds here. This is Stampy's 90 Dream Activator of Sleepy Happy Times. There's Squid's Slippery Bed. Over here we have, this is Amy Lee's Portal to the Land of Make-Believe. And this is Lee's Fun Bed up here. And I also got a cake here, and I don't know how old this is, but I don't care. Nom 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 nom. That's probably years old, that cake, but you know what? It still tastes fresh. And down here, this is what powers the rocket ship. We have the Nutrients Energy Power Fuel Converter Thingy machine. And this is where we put the cake into, and this is what we use to power the rocket so we can fly to the moon. And if we keep going up the ladder, we can get to the control room, which is where we steer the rocket ship from, and we can check the radars and yeah, sort out all of the orbit and all of those technical things. Basically I just switch these levers around and hopefully it's going to work, but of course it's not going to launch now because we haven't got any cake inside. Right, so there's the old rocket ship. I guess I could now go and show you the hot air balloon, which is right next to the rocket ship, and that is what I used in my 200th episode, 100 episodes ago, to go and fly over the world. So if you did want to see what my lovely world looks like from above, you can go and see that video. So this is what I used to go and fly over the world. You can see it's got the similar Stampy flag design on it, the orange with the white stripe. We are going to be seeing that quite a lot around here. And this is my animal farm, and it's something that I built a long time ago and I've not updated since. I feel like I should make some better living quarters. Maybe I could build like an animal hotel or something down here, something a little bit nicer than these pens. I did add some hay in when they added hay to the game. Apart from that, the animals kind of live just like this, sitting out here in their pens. There's a very little secret room behind here. The reason I don't show you this much is because there's nothing much in it and it's a bit rubbish, so let's ignore that. And oh, actually I could show you this, and this is my googly trap. This is where I get all of my loot. You know, when I've got lots of arrows or gunpowder and things, I get it all from here. And the way this works is there's a very deep dark cave, and I'm going to go and try and be a bit risky, and I'm going to try and bounce off it a little bit and go down. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that. But yeah, so basically a very deep cave going down here, and there's a big dark room, which is so dark it's going to get filled up with googlies, and then they all get carried by some water, and they get put up that big tube, and at the top there's some lava, which takes them out, and then yeah, it drops all of their loot down. So you can see there's things spawning around here. Eventually they're going to end down here in this water and going up that big tube. And I've actually updated it more since the videos where I built it. I basically added another room a little bit higher up. You can see there's that little tube here. That basically leads to another room where even more googly spawn. So that way I get even more loot than I did before. And you do find that a lot of the time I will finish a video and I'll think it's finished, and then a few months later I'll come up with a new idea and I'll keep adding new things. So this is where we can turn the lava on or off, because if we want the googlies to drop down, we can use it as an XP farm, or if we leave the lava there, then it's going to be like a mob drop kind of farm thing. And we also added some hoppers here, which puts all of the loot straight into the chest, so I don't need to gather it up. So that's the googlies trap. It's probably my least favorite looking building in my world. I don't know why. When I built it, I was really happy with it, but looking at it now, it's a bit ugly, and it's kind of supposed to be a bit ugly because it's for all of the googlies. I didn't want it to look like pretty and pink, but but I don't know. Maybe I'll update it. Let me know what you think. I'm always scared about changing old things because I have such strong memories for them all. I'm always worried about going back to change things, but I might make an exception for that building. Anyway, another very old building here is my theatre. You can see the lights going crazy there, and I've actually put on a play in my theatre before a very long time ago, and this is where you come in. You can get some souvenirs and some concessions there as well. We go inside here, and I think these are toilets through here. Yep, these are the toilets. And you can see that I made the sinks in these really bad, old, ugly ways because there weren't cauldrons in the game yet. But I actually still kind of like the look of my theatre, even though I built it such a long time ago. And oh, it looks like we have a play on. It looks like we have the play of the dancing bear. So don't start yet, Lee Bear. I'm gonna have to go put some music on. You need to go and get into costume and get some props, because if we go behind here, this is the backstage area. So this is where everyone gets their makeup done here and hangs out. And then this is the prop room. So Lee Bear, if you come backstage here, you'll see a prop room. So you can go and grab some of these props, and you can go and put a little mini play on for me. And while he's doing that, I'm going to go downstairs here because we actually have the music pit. So we've got these different songs we can play, and there's also a jukebox here. So let's go and put on a good song. Let's go and put on... Let's do this one. I'm not sure which one this one is. Let's go and put this music on. And oh no, I had another one in there. I think that was Chirp I had in there before. So let's go put Maul on. Then I'm going to go back to the audience, and we can have the play of the dancing bear. Whenever you're ready, Lee Bear, take it away. The audience of one is ready for the show. And whoa! Here he comes flying out with a pumpkin on his head. But where's the bear? Where is the bear? Everyone's asking. And that is a new way to dance by just throwing ender pearls all over the place. Bravo! Bravo! Brilliant show! Brilliant show. We're going to hell the stage with pieces of bread. There we go. Very nicely. Very nice. And also, actually, I'm going to use my ender pearls as well. They look good fun. We also upstairs have these special boxes. So all of the special people can sit up here, and they can watch the plays from up here. So yeah, this is the theatre. This was for a long time the biggest thing I've built, and actually I can't actually think of anything I've built since that is bigger than this place. So still one of the biggest places that I have ever built inside of my lovely world. Anyway, where should we go next? Well, let's go see Harrison, shall we? Seeing as we're very close by to Harrison. This is his house here. So we're going from something that I built a really long time ago to something that I didn't build that long ago at all. And so Harrison was the first villager I ever got inside of my lovely world. And this is his little cottage up here. And if I pull this lever, it's going to open up a little trapdoor, and we can go inside here. And this is where Harrison likes to spend most of his time. You can see him sitting at the head of the table, looking very important. Hello, Harrison. I have made 300 videos in my lovely world. Aren't you excited? Yes, he is. You see, he nodded his head a little bit. Harrison is very excited, just as I am. So this is his lovely little hangout down here, where he likes to spend most of his time. Sorry to disturb you, Harrison. Get back to, I don't know, thinking about eyebrows or whatever you like to do. And oh, Lee Bear, come on. No, steady on, Lee Bear. That is not a toy. Have you had a little bit of a run-in with a skeleton at all, Lee Bear? I don't mean to scare you, but I think he's behind you. he's come back for round number 2. Oh dear. Anyway, let's stay up at night. I'm not going to worry about sleeping every time it becomes night, because it's kind of fun running around at night as well, and we can go and take out some googlies. Anyway, what I think we should do is go from Harrison's house and go straight to Harriet's house, who's the second villager, and the second of 2 villagers that I've had inside of my lovely world. And her house is right up here. And let's see if she's home. She likes to wander a little bit more than Harrison is, and oh, it looks like she's not home. But just like Harrison, she also has a secret door. Hello, Lee. A secret door down there. And oh, and some cake. Nom, 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 nom. We've got to keep count of how many cakes I'm going to eat this video. Yeah, she's got a little trap door that leads down here into her hat shop. And here she is, tending the hat shop. She's just checking the stock of the Boisterous Bruises, one of her favourite hats. And so, yeah, so this is her little hat shop down here. And this is where you can buy all sorts of different hats. So we've got the Grass Stain Fantasy, Time for Lime, Hello Yellow, Orange, you glad you got a hat, and the Embarrassed Panda. Some of of my favorite designs. And Liebe, did you wanna try any hats on? How about a pretty pink hat, Liebe? I think it would look lovely on you. Do you wanna? No, not a pretty pink. What about denim delight? Do you fancy a bit of denim delight? You seem to go for blue. I don't want it to clash with your leggings. I know what you want, Liebe. You want a hello yellow. That's what you want, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Let's go and get a hello yellow, and Liebe, you can go and wear that. Anyway, on with the tour. It's nice to see you, hurry up. But we have places to go and people to see. So here's some... Oh, there's a creeper. There is a creeper. Be careful, Liebe, if you come out. I'm going to deal with it. There's a creeper on this big bumblebee here. And there we go. I was able to deal with him nicely. Let's get back inside, shall we? Let's go back inside the house. And then we can see a few more things that are inside here. So this is the clubhouse. This is where I have discos. And you've probably seen this room quite a lot. I like to come up here. We've got a bar down here. And there's a little trapdoor down there. And there's a little underground part you might not have known about. And yeah, we can put some music on as well, Liebe. If you want to be the DJ, if you want to go and pick a song from the chest, you can go throw it on, and we can go and listen to a few tunes if you want. Hopefully they sort of ring through the house as we go and look around. And yeah, there we go, Chirp, my favourite song. Right, let's go and look down here. There's a little window. We can see my boat there, the SS Stampy. And if we go through here, there's a whole load of rooms. So this is the inspiration room / study, and this is where I go when I'm trying to decide what block to build a building out of. So I might be thinking, oh, shall I use spruce or shall I use orange wall? And I go in here just to see all of the different blocks available to me, and then that helps me decide which I want to build out of. And I have been updating it recently by adding things like the coal and the redstone blocks, some of the newer additions. So I try and keep this room as up to date as I can. I'm sure I'm missing a few blocks though. I could probably add a few more in. Anyway, moving on, this is our kitchen. This is where Liebe comes every single morning, and he goes and quickly bakes me a cake before we start the video. We have a working fridge here, which has some chicken in, which Liebe immediately grabbed as he dived into the room. You look like you ran in there, and you were like, no, it's going to go on the floor. Oh, then he throws it on the floor anyway. We can go and throw the chicken inside of the oven here and get that cooking. This is the living room. This is my big TV here with my constantly paused karate film, and my sofa's down there. And if we go across the hall, this is the bathroom. This is one of the newest rooms I've added to the house. You can see that we have a working bathtub there, and we also have a working sink here with hot and cold taps. And yes, we do have a working toilet as well, Liebe. It's polite to wait for someone else to leave the room before you jump up on the toilet there. Anyway, let's turn all the water off because my water bill is high enough with all of the water I got going around my house. And let's go look downstairs for a bit, shall we? Though I do have a couple more rooms down here, some quite old ones. This is my swimming pool, which we use for swimming in. And you can go and jump around in the water here. Once again, another waterfall. There's lots of running water and waterfall around my house. I always like the look of that. And I also have a jacuzzi. I actually upgraded my jacuzzi relatively recently to add a heater. So if I switch that on, it looks like the whole jacuzzi's been heated, which looks very nice. And if we go across the hall to this side, this is my library. This is where we have a big selection of different books, and also if I switch this lever here, one of my very first pieces of redstone I did, it opens up the fireplace, and we can go down here, and this is where I keep a lot of my jewels. All of the jewels that I don't have inside of the bank I kept down there, but that's supposed to be secret. Now, Liebe, why do you keep trapping me in things? Please cut that out. Dear. Anyway, on with the tour then. Let's go and show the rest of my house then, especially as it's night now. Let's go and have a look around and show you some of the other rooms that we have. So across from my room we have Henry and Hilda's happy hangout, and here they are. Here is Hilda. Hello, Hilda. Here is Henry. Hello, Henry. My two resident golems. And this room has quite a long history. It keeps changing who it used to belong to. It used to belong to Krinsmazov, and then I think it belonged to Squid after that, maybe, and then it belonged to Amy Lee, and then now it belongs to Henry and Hilda. So this has a long history, this room, but I always like it, and I think I should probably go and say hello to my golems a little bit more than I do. But I'm always scared when I open the door that Henry's going to make a dart out and leave snow all around the house. So this is the little upstairs area of the bit outside of my room. This is my guest bedroom. It's a bit undramatic, a little bit like the room of no requirement. Just some beds in there. So whenever I have my Minecraft helpers staying, that is where they like to stay. If we go up here, you've got some roof access, and if we're very fast, I do believe that the sun is rising. We might get some pretty views from the top of my tower. And I think my tower is one of the places that really needs a whole lot more work done to it. Basically, at first I called it my music tower, and I called it my music tower because I put a jukebox in it, and that was the only reason I called it my music tower. And I've not really built anything up here. It's kind of just a nice big empty space, and the best thing for the tower is the fact that you can climb up to the top, and you can look over the amazing view of all of the shops and things now. And with the sun rising, it looks even nicer than it did before. And over here, you can see the rocket ship that we went to earlier, and as well as my farm and the theatre and things. So it's just a very nice view from up here, and it's always more fun to jump down to go down this waterfall. And ooh, that was risky. That was risky. Yeah, it's always more fun doing that rather than going down the ladder. So yeah, this is my my brewing room. This is where I do all my brewing. This is directly above the storeroom. You can kind of see down there, and there's also a secret room through this painting, and this is where I do all of my enchanting. This is my enchantment table here, and so there's a little bit of a hidden room there. And in here, this is actually Fred's room. Fred, the friendly Enderman. This is his bedroom here. He's obviously got a very long bed because he's a very long person, and you can see he's got some of his favourite blocks here, and for a special someone that rose. And what's this? My favourite pearl. He's got hanging up there. And if we go down this ladder, it's going to lead us to our crafting and furnace room, which you probably see every single video as I run past here. But yeah, this is whenever I'm smelting lots of items or doing some crafting, I have this room here specifically for that. And if we now hop out this door, we are going to go and be going to my farm. So this is my tree farm. I cut down all of the trees, and everything gets gathered in the water and put into a hopper down there, and then I just got everything kind of growing here. I never bothered doing automatic farms or doing anything fancy. I've always gone for the old-fashioned, you know, using your hands, getting your hands dirty and dirt under your paws as you're going and doing it all like this. So let's go get some food that we can eat throughout the rest of the video. Let's go and gather up some carrots here, and over here as well. This is where we get all of our eggs from. There should hopefully be some eggs down here. Yep, you can see the eggs just drop down there, and then they get put into this chest. You can see we have a whole lot of them, and that's because up here we have all of our chickens that just drop eggs down that hole, so we can gather them up easily, and that helps us to make lots of cakes very quickly. Alright, let's go. We will go to the doghouse in a little bit, and I will be taking a dog with me for the rest of the video. Don't think I forgot. But first, let's go and show you down here, shall we? So, this room is full of cobblestone. Basically, I get so much dirt and cobblestone and things, I basically had to make special rooms just to store them all in. And so next door, we have dirt as well here, which is the exact same, just a room full of dirt, basically. And then we also have down here, this is the first mine that I built, and it's basically a big tunnel which goes really deep. I'll show you a little bit of it, but yeah, it's not very interesting. This is basically when I'm doing my strip mining. I start from there. I've started venturing out a little bit further now though, because I'm starting to run out of materials nearby, but that is where I used to go mining a lot. And down here where Lee Bear is, be careful Lee Bear, don't drown. Down here we also have a bit of cake, and this is this is where the Nether portal is. So this is when I go to the Nether, go to the Nether, I come down here, and this was officially the first ever redstone I did. I made it so that I can open some doors by pulling a lever, and I was so proud of myself. And yeah, down this room here, I made it a bit dramatic with some lava and things, but yeah, this is basically my Nether portal, and I don't really go to the Nether that much, so I don't know whether you saw this, and hopefully you're enjoying this, by the way, because I know that there's lots of you that won't have seen some of my older videos, so you might have been interested in some of the older things in my lovely world, and then there'll be a lot more of you that have seen these videos, and this will just be like a little walk down memory lane for you all, just to remember some of this stuff. And actually, while we're here, I might go and jump underneath my lake, and that's because down here we actually have a secret base, and we have spiders in it as well. Let's go and try and take out the spiders. No creepers, no other googlies, nope, just the one spider should be easy enough to deal with. Yeah, so this is my cat cave. This is my secret base, and this is where my time machine is. We also got my cakey, bakey, tasty cake baking cooking machine, and that's where I made the world's tastiest cake. I got my security system here, my TV. We also have over here, this is my cloning machine, and this here is my plasticator, and this is what I used when I turned my world to plastic for a little bit. And so this is hidden underneath down here, and then this Is there any boats here? I think all of the boats might have been wasted by all of the googly standing on these pressure plates. Nope, I do have a boat here. And sorry, Libet, I know you've only just arrived, but I'm already heading back up. But what this is an elevator where if you ride a boat into it, it actually lifts you up. And nope, it doesn't. The boat just breaks. Right, forget it. I'm swimming. It's supposed to lift you up to the surface to get you up really quick. But yeah, I think I went in a little bit too fast there. Anyway, I think that's most of the house done. Sorry if I have missed anything, but I don't think I have. There are a few more little things which I will show you quickly, but that's most of it done. Down here, this is a slime farm, and it's actually filled in at the moment. I'm not sure why, but it's basically a big tunnel that goes down low, and at the bottom there's a big open room where we get slimes from. I won't bother showing it to you because it's really, really boring, so we can skip that out. But I will show you very quickly. There's a few more little old rooms down here. This is my water room. And it's a room which has water in it. Yeah, I don't know why I built this. I didn't know what I was doing. This is a little bit of a wheat farm down here. And this room's quite cool. Some of you might have seen this recently. This is my lava room, which is, yeah, full of lava, as you can see. And so I think that should be the majority of my house done. But seeing as we're so close to the doghouse, let's go and pick which dog I'm going to have joining with me. And I think, in my eyes, there is only one person who I should have joining me. And that is, of course, Barnaby, my oldest dog. The dog that has been with me while I built pretty much every single thing that you're going to see in this video. So Barnaby, you can join me for the rest of the video. And so inside of here, this is actually Squid's house. Kind of leads on from the dog house. He's got a lovely view outside here of the hot air balloon and the rocket as well. And he's got his little bed down here. So this is Squid Nuggets, little bedroom down here. And now I think let's go and head over to the boat and things, shall we? No, I'm going the wrong way. I want to head out this way. Yeah, let's go and show you the SS Stumpy, and I can go show you my submarine as well. So I'm going to take a little bit of a trip here past Googly's Island. This is basically an island which is always completely full of googly, so that's why it got the name Googly Island. And let's go and head back here and head over to my boat, the SS Stumpy. And this little bit here, by the way, this waterfall actually leads into the swimming pool that we saw earlier. That's the same water there. So there's another little exit from my house here, which leads down to here. And this is my big boat, which I built quite a long time ago now. So a pretty old thing that I built. I was very proud of it when I first built it. I probably think that I could do it better now. And there's a lot of these old things that I built a very long time ago that I feel like if I did them again, I could do them much better. But I'm still pretty happy with how this looks. I got my my captain's cabin down here, which has of course got cake in because I'm the captain. And outside here, well underneath here, sorry, we have some cannons, and these actually fire out snowballs rather than arrows because I thought that'd be more fun. And underneath here, this is where all of the crew sleeps. And this was used in a big battle against Hit the Target on his boat, an episode called Sinking Feeling, I think it was called. So yeah, if you want to go and check that out. And we of course got a plank here which I made Hit the Target walk. And if we go down this way now, we now have my submarine, which once again I used in a battle against Hit the Target. I think I should stop trying to build these things to go over the water. They never lead to good. But yeah, this is my little submarine here. We can see we've got some lights that can turn on and off. And back here, this is where me and Lee Bear sleep. So this is my bed up here with the cake, and Lee Bear's over there with the diamond. It's a little bit tight in here. I get a little bit claustrophobic when we're going for a long trip in the submarine. We tend to take the boat instead, unless we're going somewhere deep. Right then, let's go and show you something else then, shall we? I think we're probably just about ready to go and show you all of the shops and things. I've shown you everything around here. I mean, there's going to be a few little one-off things that I guess I'm going to forget. But overall, I think I'm going to show you most of the important things and the things that you're actually going to want to see. So let's go and start off by showing you the first ever shop that I built, which is Stampy's Hot Buns, which is my bakery, and this is where we make all of our tasty cakes. This was the very first building I built here, opposite the house, and this is called Stampy's Hot Buns. And yeah, it's a big bakery, basically full of cake. It looks like the employee of the month was Ank, and the way I designed the shop was to have it so that everything you need to make a cake is in this garden here. So you can get milk and eggs and wheat and sugar all from this one place. So all of the Stampy's Hot Buns cakes are made with all materials that are found from only here. So I guess Lee Bear, seeing as you are the lead baker, do you want to give me any cakes at all, Lee Bear? Any tasty cakes? I know it's not breakfast anymore, but I can still have some cakes. Oh no, I don't want that. I don't want. Stop throwing them on the floor. Come on, Lee Bear. I know they're a bit slippery. I know there's icing all over. And there we go. And I'm not even hungry. Maybe we'll come back later. And also inside of the chest, I made a happy face. I always enjoy doing that inside of the chest. I think looks quite funny. So yeah, that was the first thing that I built here. I think I'm just going to go and show you things in the order they are, rather than the order I built them, though, because otherwise we're going to be going back and forth all over the place. So yeah, this is another restaurant. This is the Soggy Sandwich, and it's quite a nice romantic restaurant out on the water here. It looks like I was the employee of the month on this one as well. And this is a sandwich shop, as you can see inside of the chest. There's all these different sandwiches. We got pork chop sandwiches. Would you like a pork chop sandwich, Barnaby? There you go. And yeah, we got cactus sandwiches, mushroom stew sandwiches, and oh, there seems to be a filling missing in this sandwich. Let's go and put a carrot sandwich down there. So yeah, this is where we can sit down and eat all of our sandwiches, looking out across the water. It's a very a nice place to go and have something to eat. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to show you my florists, and this is called the Lovely Jubbly Florist, I do believe. Yep, Lovely Jubbly Flowers. And if we go inside here, well, actually, Barnaby, you can have a little sit down, because I think there are some cactuses around here. No, it might be okay. So yeah, we just basically got one of all of the different types of flowers growing here, and on the inside here, there's a bunch more inside of the chests as well. And who's the employee of the month? It looks like Ank, Amy Lee, and Finball were all the employees of the month on this one, so they did very well. So this is once again a very old thing. I think this is the thing I built straight after Stampy's Hot Buns, I do believe. And then I went to build Stampy's Overwear. And the reason I called it Overwear is because I thought it'd be funny, because people were saying Stampy's Overwear, and they'd be going, over where? No, over where? I thought it would be funny. It probably isn't. And it's also a bit like underwear, but overwear. Yeah, I found it funny at the time. And you can see I got my different outfits here. We got rainbow robes. On the front here, we have the king's costume. We've got Stampy style there, of course, with the boots. And over here we have the pumpkin munchkin. And I don't want your old clothes. Come on, you haven't even washed them in the clean machine yet, Lee. Dear. And then at the back here we have all of the changing rooms as well. So I quite like this place. Quite a nice modern looking clothing line, I guess. And then next to it we have, of course, the Pick a Pet Shop. And I come in here quite regularly, normally just to pick up Fluffy these days. And this is where all of my animals roam around. We got ourselves the clucking chicken collection, the pretty piggy pen. We got the silly sheep selection. I think the sheep's gone for a bit of a wander though. The crazy cow center, mushy mushroom moments, and the kitty cat corner. We don't have any kitty cats in here yet, so there's none of them. And of course here we have the ghastly ghouls and googly goods. And at the moment we seem to have one skeleton and one creeper in stock. We should be safe though. This is blast proof glass, so we should hopefully be okay with that. And across the way from there, we have our Melon Moments fruit stand. And so, Lee Bear, do you want to go onto the on the fruit stand? This is basically where we can buy all these different fruits. We got, I think they're supposed to be raspberries there and apples. These are prickly pears. The cactus are supposed to be. And so this is our big pile of different fruits. And looks like the employee of the month was Lee Bear. So well done, Lee Bear. And the idea is you sit up here on these bars, and you can go and eat all of your fruit and vegetables. So there you go, Lee Bear. There's a tasty carrot for you to eat. I like it just because of how big and bright and colourful it is. So that's why I like that one. And talking of bright and colourful, let me show you my Toy Town toy shop. And the idea of this one is that from the outside, it looks a bit bleh. It looks a bit like a witch's house. It's all old. You can see that the windows are kind of smashed, and you know there's cracks in the walls and things, and you're like, oh, what toys do they have? They have, oh, a fish, a button, and a bucket, and oh, in here we have, I don't know, some coal and some seeds. It looks like a really bad toy shop. But if you go and switch the arm of this broken doll, you can see the floor opens up and leads down into Toy Town. And this is a Toy Town properly down here. And oh, the train isn't going. Oh, I don't have any coal on me, actually. Is there any coal in here? Aha! Here's a whole load of coal here. So if we go and put this coal in the train, this is the little toy train which is going to go and be whizzing around. And so, yeah, all of the different toys are inside of all of these places here. So you can see this is Get Ready. And these are full of books and things. And, oh, some potions of swiftness as well. Let's go and steal some of them. They might make it quicker for when we're going and exploring the area. So, yeah, these are basically all of the different things that we have on sale inside of the toy shop. And come on, train, keep going round, keep going round. Nope, it doesn't seem to want to do. Oh, is it going the wrong way round? Does it need to go that way? Nope, it just doesn't seem to want to be working. But that doesn't matter, because what we do is we go and grab this minecart from in here. And we use this to go out a little secret entrance, which is right by Googly's Island. So let's go out here. It should all open up. And there we go. We can go out here just underneath Googly's Island. And ow, I'm getting attacked. Oh, there's zombies and skeletons all over the place. Let's go and take these out. Go on, Barnaby. Go and take out the Googlies. There we go. Looks like Barnaby's there going after the skeleton. I'm going to go and help him out a little bit. He might need a little bit of help. Oh, no, I don't want to shoot the arrow, actually. I do not want to shoot the arrow when he's standing that close. And oh, no, are you okay, Barnaby? Are you okay, Barnaby? It's okay. I got some steak here for you. You are going to be absolutely fine in no time. There we go. Right, let's go and continue the tour then. I might actually go and have a quick hop in here, and I'm going to go and grab the cake that Lee Bear put down earlier. Num 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 num. And now let's go and let's go to my milk bar, shall we? And oh, I think that zombie dropped some iron for us. I do not mind if I do. I am not the type of person to turn down some free iron. So yeah, this is the Crazy Cow Milk Bar, and we go inside here, and you'll see why it's called the Crazy Cow Milk Bar in just 1 second. Lee Bear, do you want to serve me? I want 1 glass of very fresh milk, if you don't mind, please. And the reason why it's crazy and the reason why the milk is so fresh is because the cow is actually right up here. There it is. And so what you do is you actually milk the cow while it's standing above your head, and then you just go and serve it to a customer straight away. So it's the freshest milk you could get anywhere, and it tastes absolutely delicious. Oh, thank you very much. And oh no, I just lost my swiftness now, though. That's the only problem. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So yeah, this is the milk bar. We've got a little jukebox down here and lots of seats and things. I think it looks quite cool. You can see the big crazy eyes of the cow above the counter there. Anyway. Let's go and look across the other side, and this is the Flap Postal Service, and this is quite cool actually. You can see this thing here. This is up at the moment, but when I get a delivery, you can see that it actually goes and drops down, and I'll explain how that works in just 1 second. Basically, if we come up here, we can see that everything is delivered by Flap, and this is our chicken Flap, and what I would do is I'd go upstairs here, and I'd go and write down my letter, and then I'd then drop the letter down this hole here, and so you see this is post in, which drops through the little chimney, and post out I'd put to there. Then I'd come down here, and I would get down the ladder. I'd do this little flap here, and then Flap would go running off and go and deliver my letter. At the moment there's just some string, so there's not much to deliver. And then when Flap goes and delivers the items back, they make their way down the postal service and end up landing on that pressure plate there, which makes it open up here, which says, "You got mail." And that way I can go inside and I can read whichever letter I got. And actually, while we're over here, I might go and head over this way and go and have a look at the spawn of the world as well as the lighthouse as well. I know. I think that might be Fred there as well. Fred, the friendly Enderman, has come to say hello. There are also a lot of other nasty googlies, not quite so friendly ones around the area. So we want to be careful of those ones. Let's go and try and take them out a little bit. And let's start off by showing you the lighthouse. A lot of you might be wondering what is actually inside of the lighthouse. I'm sure you see it all of the time, but a lot of you might not have seen actually what's inside of it. So now I'm going to show you, and it's actually an art gallery. I've got all of the different paintings that there are in the game. I've got them all hanging up here, and I got their names next to it. And so that's what the lighthouse is. And I built this a really long time ago. I actually built this before you were able to shear sheep, before they added shears into the game. So getting this much red wool was very, very difficult back then. So I was very proud that I was able to build it this tall. And the reason I like it so much is because it has such an amazing view. Look at that! I love just looking out across my lovely world from all the way up here. I think it looks really good, especially at night when you can see it all lit up like it is now. But anyway, now let's go and head down to the little igloo down there. And I've got a few more ender pearls, so if I go and throw one as far as I can, hopefully when I land I'm not going to be surrounded by too many googlies. I can't even see where it went. Oh, there we go. I got really close there actually. Not too bad, but there is one skeleton there who I want to try and take out as fast as I can. And now let's go and meet Norman. And Norman is another snow golem that lives in my world, and he actually lives right here by the spawn of the world. And this is This is basically supposed to be a safe place so that when people join in the game, if they don't have anything and it's night, they can run inside here, gather up some materials and some tools from these chests, maybe a bit of bread and some other things, and also have a sleep in the beds, and so then that way they should hopefully be safe. It's kind of a safety igloo right at the spawn of the world, because this is where everyone joins in. You can see I got my sign here that says, "Welcome to Stampy's lovely world." And we could actually go and ride the tree train. All of these big melon trees, underneath them have minecart tracks, and we can use them to go and try and ride around to get everywhere. And are you okay, Barnaby? Let me just go and give Barnaby some pork chops. I'm getting a bit scared of all of those googlies up there. If I just go and ride away as fast as I can, Barnaby's going to go and follow after me. So let's go and there we go. He's come down already. Yeah, so this basically leads me around my lovely world. There's one which is here, one's at the front of my house, and then the other one is inside the fun land as well. And it's quite a quick way just to go and whiz around my world. So let's go and get off here. And I'm not going to ride to the fun land because, as I said, I'm going to be exploring the fun land in the next video, and not actually in this one here. So now I'm going to go and carry on showing you a few more of the shops and other attractions we have around this area here. So over here we have ourselves the Playful Popo Station, and this is my police station. I built this relatively recently. Got the reception, an interrogation room. These are the playrooms, and then this is where the people visiting can go and speak to them. And we also have a big list of all of the current cases on the wall up here. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of you saw that anyway, because I built it quite recently. Here's my fire station, my Beat the Heat fire station, and we actually got fire alarms all the way around around my lovely world, so you can ring them, and then that lights up and it makes a little ding noise. And here's the little pole you can go down, and here are my fire trucks. Next to the fire station, we have the Caring Cat Clinic. This is my hospital, and we have all of the different places you can use to get well. The Feeling Nice Healing Ice room here. We also have the Feel Fab Med Lab, where we can make a whole load of potions and medicine to make people feel better. And next door here, we have the Pretty Kitty. And oh, it looks like we already have someone inside of the Pretty Kitty. And oh, you seem to have a few more arrows in you, actually, Lee there. And this is my beautifier. So basically, if someone goes inside of there, and then if I go and press this button, it makes a whole load of water come down, and then they should hopefully come out more beautiful. We also have our cozy koozie here. This is our very cozy jacuzzi, and our fish feet fountain. And the idea of this is that we put some fish inside of here, and then you dunk your feet in, and then they all get nice and cleaned. And oh, Lee, you look absolutely beautiful. I can see the beautifier has worked wonders on you. All right, let's go and move on to the next things then, shall we? So we have over. I'm always scared with the dogs by the water there. That's why I'm telling Barnaby to sit down. This is the dentist. Over here, this is where the Tooth Fairy normally works. I'm not sure if she's actually in today. You can also see we have the fish tank here, which kind of fires fish out sometimes in some magazines. This is where the dentist actually works, and then this is where the Tooth Fairy normally sits. But no, it doesn't look like she's in today. She must be having a day off today. And what else do we have around here then? Of course, one of my proudest things that I built, this is my Hotel of Dreams. And I'm not going to go and show you every single room because there are a lot of rooms in this place. But what I am going to show you is the best room, the penthouse, which is, of course, the room that I almost always stay in whenever I come up here. So, yeah, this is another great place where you can have views over the rest of my lovely world. I love all of these tall towers that you can go and look out of. And the good one about this one is because it's glass around the entire top, you can have a whole big 360 of the entire area around you. So that's why I like that place there. And now let's go next door and see what is there. I believe next to the hotel is the school. And hello, Lee. Lee's going for a little bit of a swim. As soon as I mentioned school, Lee Bear ran away. Lee Bear doesn't like school very much. But this isn't a normal cool school because this is a cool school. You can see we have swimming with squishy lessons in here. This is where I taught people some combat moves. We've got the playground outside the back here. And then upstairs, we've got a couple more classrooms as well. And oh, got stuck in the wall a bit there. Yeah, upstairs, this is where we have a baking with Lee Bear. And this is where Lee Bear teaches his baking classes. And no matter how much he tries to teach me to cook cakes as good as him, I can never seem to learn and cook them quite as well as he does. And then over here, we have the gardening with Amy Lee room. And this is where Amy Lee taught me a few of her gardening skills. And of course, up here, there's a little bell as well. And this plays some little dinging noises to say that the school day has started and has stopped again. And anyway, I think the only thing in this area to show you next is the bank. And the bank is a little bit complicated. It's not a normal bank. It's got a very sophisticated security system. So if I go and work my way through here, and if we go downstairs, or if I forgot, there's a pig that works in the bank as well. But yeah, to get to the vault, you need to go downstairs here, and you need to try and jump over all of these obstacles. And oh, there's a skeleton up there as well. Let's go and take out the skeleton. That is not one of my guards. I think the skeleton might have tried to come in to steal a few of our jewels. But yeah, there's a whole load of different challenges you need to do before you can get into the bank. And oh, there's a creeper. There's a creeper. Lee Bear, please shoot the creeper. Please shoot the creeper. It's stuck underneath me. Right, let's try and get a good shot on it. And there we go. The creeper is down. Right, let's go and try and carry on doing these jumps. These jumps are actually rather difficult. And you know what? Because I'm probably going to fail every time, I'm going to actually cheat, and I'm going to use an ender pearl and go straight up to here. But yeah, this is the next challenge. This is an archery challenge, and the aim of the game is to try and shoot each of these buttons so you can see that the light lights up, and then once all of them has lit up, there should be a hidden doorway which opens up, and will be able for us to go through and get to the vault. So this should open up. Here we go. This is now opened up, so we can go down this ladder and onto the next puzzle, and this one is a combination lock. The problem with combination locks is that you need to remember the combination, and I do not remember the combination. Do you know it, Lee Bear? Do you remember how to get inside? I think he might do. He seems to be switching them. I don't know if he's just switching them randomly or if he actually knows. I think he's just going to pull them all down. But you know what? That should actually work so we can get inside. Let's just go and switch them all down, and then hopefully we'll be able to get in. There we go. I think it's pretty much the last one that we had to switch down was needed for us to get through. And this is the last challenge here, and also one of the hardest. What you need to do is you need to grab one of these fishing rods, and you need to use the fishing rod to try and hit pressure plates which are on top of these blocks. And once you've hit them all once, we should be able to get inside of the vault. So let me try and hit that one there. This one should be the easiest one. There we go. We're able to hit that one, and this one's a little bit tricky because you can kind of bang the fishing rod on the block that's above your head. So you've got to try and do that one quite delicately. And is that them all hit? No, I think we still need to hit the one which is right over there at the very back of the room. And oh, nearly there, Lee Bear, nearly. I think I need to aim a little bit higher. And there we go. That should be them all hit. And now it's opened. And here is our treasure. You can see we've got gold, diamonds, and of course some half-eaten cake as well. And then if I switch this lever here, we can go through here and up this ladder, and there's another little hidden area, a little back entrance which can lead straight to the vault. And the idea of that is it's a way just so you can get out. But if you went straight down that way and it was shut, you wouldn't be able to get any of the jewels. Anyway, if we keep moving this way, we're going to be getting closer to some of the newer things that I've built, some of the things that you might have seen because I built them more recently. So this is my superior interior furniture store, and this is basically a place where you can go and buy a whole lot of furniture. We've got sofas and tables and chairs and things. Not a whole much I can say about that. And the employee of the month was Choo Choo for that one. And next door here, we have my bookshop, and this is called my Need to Read bookshop. And Barnaby, you are not allowed in because we have an open fire. And yeah, this is my bookshop. You can see we've got all of these different categories of books. Books about bears, books about cats, bookcases full of books. Yeah, so this is everything in here. And the employee of the month is Squishy for the bookshop here. And this is just a nice little cozy place inside of a hill where you can buy your books from. And then next door to that, we have the barber, and this is quite a cool barber. You can see that I made it look like there's a mirror in the room by basically building the entire room twice, as if there's a reflection of it on the other side there. So that looks quite cool. And the employee of the month was Stampy Cat. Yay! I guess I did well. Oh, that was the sheep scramble game I think we used, because this is the barbers. So that was a sheep shearing and sorting game that we used to do that one. And inside of here is our waste place. place. And this is a kind of like a recycling plant. So what you need to do is I'm going to get a whole load of materials that I want to either recycle or destroy. So let's first put in some items I want to destroy. So I want to get rid of this bone and this string and a little bit of this wood as well. So let's go and throw all of that in there. And then if I switch the lever, it's all going to go and get lifted up. And then that's going to make its way inside of a Recycle Michael, which is my big robot. And then I can destroy it. So let's go and switch that to Incinerate. And then let's go and put in something that I want to recycle. So I want to recycle these books, for example. So I'm going to go and throw in these books just like that. And lift it up, and then they're going to get lifted up, and they're going to go go inside of a Recycle Michael as well. And then basically, if I go and turn him on, you can see that from both his hands, there's going to be items firing out. So these are all things that I put in that I wanted to be recycled, and on the other side here are all of things that I wanted to be incinerated. And actually, since the video I built it, I actually moved the lava a lot lower down and put glowstone there instead, because we had a few problems with fires. And oh no, I don't want to incinerate the book. Actually, I need to switch it to recycle. So yeah, hopefully that way, then the books won't be incinerated. So you can just leave this on for a while, and then, oh no, I think the book did get incinerated. I think I just saw it got fired out. Oh well, my bad. Yeah, so you just leave this on for a while, and all of the items would be sorted out. But let's switch it off for now, because we're not going to be here. And let's see what else there is to see. I know what I can show you. Let me go, and I will show you my laundrette. This is something that I built very, very recently, and this is basically a place where we can go and clean all of our clothes. This is my clean machine, and so the idea is, as you pick which soap you want, I'm going to go for Sudbud, I think. So I'm going to grab the Sudbud, and I go over to one of these washing machines. I would throw in my soap. I'd also throw in some clothes. Let's go and clean these diamond boots, and then I'd go and shut up the washing machine. I would press the button, and you see all of the water coming out. That would get the clothes nice and clean. And then if I open this up, the water actually goes and pushes out all of the items, so you can go and pick them up, and they should be now, hopefully, a lot cleaner than they were when you first put them in. And I believe there is only one more thing for me to show you. I'm just having a little think and a little bit of a look around here, and I don't believe that I have missed anything. So this is good. And the final thing to show you is actually the last thing that I built, my most recent thing that I built. And that is over here. This is my Snack on Track restaurant, and this is a big restaurant, and I'm sure most of you have seen this because I did it in my last episode, where we got minecart tracks all over the floor that can whiz you all the way around the restaurant, and you can go and deliver all of your food to different places. And I'm sure we're going to be in here in the next episode, well, the episode after the next episode, going and giving lots of customers all of their food. And the only other thing I haven't shown you that I'm going to be showing you in this video is this. My big Stampy's Funland sign, and that's because in the next episode I'm going to be going and doing what I did in this episode and showing you all around my Funland and showing off all my mini games and probably playing a few of them as well. And so yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this extra long video. I actually thought it was going to go on for longer than an hour, but it hasn't actually. It's been under an hour. But yeah, this is going to be part 1 of 2 parts. I'll be leaving a link in the description to part number 2, which should be there hopefully already. So you can go straight to part number 2 if you want and see all of the different mini games that I've built in my Funland. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye! Hello, my name is Stampy, and welcome to my small corner of the internet. I make videos on a bunch of different games, and upload at least one Minecraft video every single day. I always have fun when I make my videos, and hopefully, if you decide to stick around, you will too. Here is a short montage of some of the things that I've been getting up to. I hope you all enjoy it. What's on the floor? Is this cake? It's just cake everywhere, as far as the eye can see. Oh, look, it's Santa. Look, Santa's eating my cake. Oh my god, he's eating my cake. Oh, he's on fire. Woo! No, I died! Go on, give a baby sheep. Give me a baby sheep. Oh, it's a purple sheep. I got purple babies. Look at it. Look at it. How incredible is this? Check that out. How about that? We can here go and light up the cruise ship in the night. That is epic. There's a village on top of this boat, a massive cruise ship. Just amazing views wherever you look. And look at these amazing views. Wow, look at that. Look at that city down there.
It looks like one of them sandwiches. You know, you get them, or is it one of them biscuits? Are they Oreos? You know when you get like a middle layer which is white and then the top
Squid.
and bottom layer are biscuits.
Squid, this does not look like an Oreo. Hello. Doot, doot. Ah. Oh, please, I've only got one shoe. Stop making me run around. Oh, give me... Oh, come on, please. I can intro... Oh, hello. Oh, she loves me. Look where you're going. Come on. Come on, where is she? There she is. Okay, run back, run back, run back. Oh, no! The pit was here! You dropped me down! Who's a hungry cow? Num, 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 num.
But how do I get in?
I think I've got a pretty good idea.
Light the way.
Ah! Oh, no, get back!
Poop attack. Wait,
Go get it. I already pretended to throw it. Oh, you gullible squid.
Diddle-diddle-diddle.
No,
oh, you're not dead.
Oh, that's the gaming lemon. I have no idea what he's got. I don't know if... Oh, no! I fell down this lava! Okay, here we go. I can hear the engine starting. There's the thrusters and we've taken off. We have launched. Mr. Stampy Cat is finally going for a trip to the moon. Yay! This is such a ridiculous sight. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!